Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to Exotic Wine Travel. I'm your host, Matthew Horkey. So, we've been in Belgrade here for about 6 weeks, and what we're doing is I'm actually finishing up, ironically, our book about Croatian wines. But since we like Serbian wines so much, we decided to come and taste some of the new vintages, maybe taste some of the wineries that we missed on our first trip. So, Serbia's an interesting country, long history of wine production. I mean, the vines here were planted up in the north in the 3rd century by Marcus Aurelius Probus, the Roman Empire. There's long history. Of course, it went through the Yugoslavian socialist time where, private wineries were not encouraged. It was more co-ops. But just in the last 10 years, 15 years, there's been a move now to make really high-quality wines. And I'm very impressed with Serbian wines in general. Today, we're going to talk about the wines from Fruška Gora. What is that? Fruška Gora is a hill, a large wine hill in North Serbia. So basically, most of Fruška Gora lies in Serbia with a tiny bit in eastern Croatia, and it's close a little bit to the Hungarian border. Real interesting stuff going on. When we visited last year, we actually went to a town where it was mostly family-run cellars. We weren't too impressed with the wines from Fruška Gora besides a couple of Riesling examples from Vonaria Kish. Some of the wines from Bordabello were very good. But besides that, we were not impressed. Do you remember last year what you thought of the wines?
Especially the red wine was very rustic and it tasted like homemade wine, right?
Yeah, the red wines were pretty homemade. But, Fruška Gora was the area we didn't know, we know the less about. And I'm glad we came back this year and discovered some very good wines being made there. So let's get started. Let's see. I guess I'll start with this. We have a couple of small garage wineries. Like, for instance, this guy right here, Bijelica. This is his red wine Graffiti, Merlot and Marselan 2014, tough vintage. He also makes what we believe to be Croatia's finest white wine. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Very great acidity, very crisp. Lots of fruit notes and fantastic minerality.
And what Shireen's talking about is the Saga. This is mostly Sauvignon Blanc with a touch of Semillon. Very beautiful wine. I mean, crisp, lots of fruit, nice minerality. It has a little bit of oiliness from the Semillon, not too much. Still has a nice acidity from the Sauvignon Blanc. You also have other garage wineries like this bad boy. I just visited them the other day, and I'm glad that we did. This is the Chichateau Pink Punk 2016. This is one of Serbia's most popular rosés. You see it with the cool top right here like this. That's what I'm actually drinking right now. And Shireen likes it. Anything you want to add about this?
Just fresh and nice. Not a very serious wine, but with nice body.
Fresh, nice. You have some. It's very aromatic, but not too simple.
It smells like a Pinot Grigio to me.
Yeah, you get some of this tangerine, strawberry, cherry notes, nice salinity. I mean, I had this at 3.8, 3.9 out of 5. I think it's pretty good. Now, I'm glad that I visited this place because last year we tasted some wines from this winery, and I think they were stored improperly because they were not good at all. And I went back and I tasted wines from him again, and the wines were very good. So something must have been wrong. His 2012 Bordeaux blends were very good. I was extremely impressed. We have other big wineries, like probably the biggest small producer in Serbia, Kovačević. This is their Sauvignon Blanc from 2015. They make a wide range of wines, Bordeaux blends. They even are experimenting and making some amber wines, which we enjoyed quite a bit out of Graševina, Welsh Riesling, and regular Riesling. They have a beautiful restaurant. These are not to be missed. So let's see. What else do we have? Oh, a couple of wineries that used to be co-ops that were privatized and bought. Like this one. We visited this winery just a few weeks ago. Ilić-Nijemčević. Crveno Vino, which means red wine. 2013. Now, it's so funny. I would never buy this wine looking on the shelf and looking at the label. I know you're not supposed to judge by labels, but, here in Eastern Europe or these emerging wine regions, sometimes they can tell you if the winery is modern or not. This is mostly Gamay with some Cabernet Sauvignon, and I have to say, this is really good. So one of our friends recommended this to us. Really easy drinking wine at 12%. Really, really good stuff. I just wish they would change the label. Good stuff. We also have this winery that used to be the Co-op. Now they're changing, they're privatized. This is the Erdevik Omnibus Lector Chardonnay 2015. This is barrel fermented, 500 liter Slavonian oak casks and large 2,000, I think, liter oak casks. I thought this was very good. Shireen, you know, we kept debating, going back and forth on this. You want to add anything about this Chardonnay?
Nice fruit. Enough body without being overwhelmed or becoming too buttery because of the oak and the yeast influence. Again, there's always this very nice salinity backbone to a lot of the Chardonnays here in Serbia. So I would say it's pretty good.
Yeah, Chardonnay in Serbia, like Shireen said, can be very good. Beautiful salinity. More cooler weather, you don't get those big, ripe, explosive, buttery Chardonnays you can get out of Napa in California. Much more old world, controlled in style. For their first barrel fermented effort, I think this is a knockout. I put it 3.9 out of 5. I think it's very good, especially for a first effort. Good job by Erdevik. The last thing what's cool going on in Fruška Gora, it's kind of like this hipster natural wine movements going on there. There's a few natural producers. We don't have a bottle here from Oscar Mauer. He is one of the pioneers here of natural wine in Serbia. A lot of his wines are exported. I had a chance to taste some of his amber wine, some of his red wine, been excellent. But we have other wines that he's made, like this one. This is a new producer called Bikicki. This is the Makana 2013 dessert wine made out of Traminac. Bikicki. Bikicki. No, there's no. I don't think there's. Bikicki. Anyways, some of the Serbian vowels or consonants can be difficult. Anyways, this is made out of Traminac, individually numbered, bottle 585 out of 750. This was given to Shireen as a gift. Anything you want to add on this?
Well, I really liked it immediately when I first tasted it because I can't remember how much sugar there. I could be wrong, like 60 grams of sugar or something. But anyhow, it was really fresh in the mouth because the acidity is high enough, and it's a little bit budgetized.
Yeah.
So you have a whole cotton candy nose, very nice fruit. Yeah. Yeah,
and we also have a small producer, a friend, named Bojan Baša. This is 2003. This is not his official label because his wines are resting right now. He wants to hold them for another couple of years before they're released. This is macerated Pinot Grigio, kind of made in more like the Gravner, Radicon, Georgian amber wine style. I really enjoyed this quite a bit, even the alcohol was a little bit high. I think it's really cool. Fruška Gora, there's a lot of fresh things going on. There's big wineries, medium-sized wineries. There's tiny wineries. I think it has a nice future. Really nice climate. It's on the 45th parallel, south-facing hills, and the Danube River is right there to moderate the climate. So good luck to them. I think everything's going to go great for them. Anything you want to add, Shireen? No. Not? Okay. Check them out. The Serbian wines might not be super easy to find unless you come inside the country or have connections. But there are a lot of wineries up that way that should not be missed. So guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Exotic Wine Travel. I'll see you at the next episode.